Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I woke up and I wanted to do a completely different video. I know there are so many of you who have passions, who have desires, who have dreams, who have goals, who have visions, or maybe you are not even at that point yet and you want to, and we're all kind of on this journey and we all have our own path. So why not share this in the midst of it? You always hear success stories and then they're past. You don't really hear the process of in the midst of everything, you know what I mean? Because I'm in the midst of my journey and I'm so passionate about it, and I have real visions that I truly believe are going to come true. And no one can tell me differently. And when you're at that point, it's the best feeling ever. And I just want you guys to get there. I've been having some issues with my camera. It's shutting off on me. I had to stop recording and the sun went down. So I had to change my whole vibe. This is a hideous background. I know I did mention to you guys that, I don't want this to be the Charlotte show, although it is my channel and I am going to be showing you some of my visions. I want it to be something that kind of you look at and you say, okay, she's doing this, she has a vision. I have visions, I just don't dwell on them enough, or I don't really push, I don't know. I don't know where you're at. Everyone is at a different space in their life and has a different path. But if you're in a place where you feel defeated, you feel confused, you feel lost, you feel depressed, and you don't know what your purpose is, and you don't know what your passions are, or you're just at a crossroads. I have been there, and not too long ago. And everyone goes through it. Everyone who is successful, who has succeeded in life, has gone through it, and you're not the first. Don't feel defeated, and don't feel like you can't find out who you are and what your passions are and what your purpose is. And that's what this is about. I want you to really think about it. I want you to really get inspired and motivated to create your vision board, and that if that's what's going to set off your week, your month, your year, or your life's purpose, so be it. Take it as that. So hopefully some of the things that I'm sharing with you, although very bold, to kind of put out to the world, hopefully kind of just trigger something in you to want to just do the same. And then, what would be really cool in the future when I do get to check all these off, to make a video on that. So yeah, let's just jump right into this, okay? So for example, here is a plaque of YouTube and it says 100,000 subscribers, and that's amazing. And I see that in my future. That's a great milestone. And, let's see how that goes. But really, what I need to envision is bigger. And so that's why I put the plaque of 1 million. I put 1 million YouTube subscribers. And that's just kind of like being bold and saying, okay, my mind is telling me this, but why can't we push it to the next level? Anything is possible. I have this, I can and I will, because you have to kind of remind yourself, I have to remind myself that I can, I will. Some of these pictures, like here and here, are of me and my husband traveling and doing what we love and being entrepreneurs, and that's a huge, huge goal, and that is a vision that I see clearly. And obviously the picture of us, a couple being married, that has already come to pass. And to be quite honest, if you don't know us and our story, it's a miracle that we're married, and I'm so beyond blessed. Let's see here. So over here is Beyonce and Jay-Z, and it's not because it's Beyonce and Jay-Z, but just kind of like a cool young couple looking a little stylish, who are obviously very successful, doing what they love and their passion. But where they are right now is really what I'm putting up here. Is they are courtside the Warriors game. And that's what I see, envision in our future. Me and Danny love the Warriors, and I only started to get into basketball this year, and I love the Warriors and I love watching them. So to be courtside in the future at that game particularly is just like, I can't wait. So weird, but like that's something that I envision and I'm going to see happen. Here next to it is the New York Times bestseller, and I don't know if that's a vision just God gave me for somebody, or if it's for me, or if it's for my husband, or it could be for my brother Gabe, who just came out with a book, who's a writer. You know, a New York Times bestseller, that could be for any one of us, I feel like. But who knows? Maybe I'll come out with a book. Maybe my husband will. So I just put that up there. I have here Oprah sitting in an interview with Carl Lentz, a pastor of Hillsong United. And that interview was just so powerful for me. But I put it up because when I was watching it, I just envisioned Danny speaking, because he's has such a story, and I just see him on Oprah. Like, I literally see him sharing with the world his story and what he's been through, how he got to where he is, and relating to people, and just like, I don't know, I just see that. So it could be me going on Oprah for all I know. It could be us going on Oprah. It's one of us. It's maybe him. I see him. And I just put that up as a vision. Oprah, or I'm just going to meet Oprah. Something with Oprah is happening. It's going to happen. I vision it. I believe it. It's really weird because then I put this up, but then I was watching some documentaries and those people had vision boards of being on the Oprah show and they're on the Oprah show. So weird. Another here is Meryl Streep, and she is my everything. I love her. She's my all-time favorite actress. She's just amazing, and I put it up here because I want to meet her one day. And not only that, but I just also below is her first she auditioned for Godzilla, was it? Or King Kong, sorry, Godzilla. And the director said that she wasn't pretty enough. And she said, well, what was her words? I respect your opinion, but your opinion is one in a sea of thousands, or something like that. And so she took that and used it as fuel to continue, and like, look at where she is now. She's been nominated for so many awards and so many Oscars. So I love her. And I'm gonna meet her, and I hope she watches this. And speaking of a celebrity, is Bobby Flay. I don't know if you'd see down here, but it says Bobby Flay cooks for me, and not as like to be in my home cook. Just like one night, me and my husband have dinner, and he is there cooking for us. To be in his presence, to be eating the food he's making would be a dream, and I see it. It's going to happen. Bobby Flay, knock on my door. I have a picture of a girl, blonde and a brunette, and it looks like where they are eating breakfast in Greece, overlooking a beautiful ocean. And I just see me and my best friend traveling. My treat, whether it's for work or just to give her a vacation with me, or, for us to be successful together, or, we're just enjoying life. And I see that. And I have obviously me and my husband traveling and seeing all over the world, and then I have this great large table setting in a really beautiful, fancy, elegant event. I don't know what restaurant or what place, but some kind of bougie place. And it's a very long, kind of rustic table. Doesn't matter how to be rustic. Just a really nice dinner setting, and I just envision being at dinner with a bunch of other lovely ladies, or people that are in the same kind of field I am. We're all networking, we're at an event together, kind of talking about our passions and what we're doing, or just invited to an event, whatever it may be. And I just envision that, having dinner with a bunch of other people who are in the same field and the same mindset. Then I have a kitchen here. It's not the exact kitchen I want, but it's a vision of what I want my kitchen to be like. My home, very bright, airy, inviting, just beautiful and white and very like sunny. Like I just envision that, and I know my home, I want that to be the star of my home. Like I want my kitchen to be huge, white. I don't know. A group of girls, whether it's me actually speaking, I don't like speaking in public, but whether it's a group of girls behind a screen watching me, or me at an event, at a meetup, a meet and greet, I can see that happening. That means the world to me. That would mean the world to me, and I would love that. Another picture that I really would love to put up here is a bunch of gifts. Because for me, recently, that's a huge vision for me. I went into home goods, and I even tweeted this, I think. Like, I just had this overwhelming feeling like I just cannot wait until the day I can walk into any store and feel like, hey, I want to purchase this. That reminds me of my mom. I want to get this for her. Let me get some gifts and bless somebody, you know? And not have to be like, oh, wait, no, rent is due, or my bills, I can't afford this right now. I can't be irresponsible. To have the freedom of not worrying how you're going to get by that week, how are you going to pay your bills, to bless somebody else and just shower them with love. Like, that is a vision I have that is going to come to pass. I know you guys have all your desires of your hearts and all of your goals and dreams. Put them down on paper, make a vision board, set yourself up for success. It's not just a thought in the air, in the atmosphere, or just like throwing this up and it's art. You know, this is reality. This could be your reality. This will be my reality. And the energy that you put into it, the energy you put out, the positivity, the words you speak, everything matters. It matters so much more than you can ever know. And this could be the start of something great for you. Like, just getting yourself into motion, into action, is that first start. Being positive, sparking that in you, and kind of working on yourself. And there are so many ways to help build yourself into kind of discovering your passions and your calling and your purpose, because I know that point some of you may be at where you're just not sure. Believe me, I know it. And there are so many ways in kind of like finding it. First of all, ask for it, believe it, receive it. You have to ask for these things, and you have to truly believe it. You have to have faith. Okay, and you have to have a positive mindset. You will receive it. Doesn't mean it's going to be tomorrow, but you have to vision it. The coolest thing will be when these things start to come to pass, to be like, check, check, check. Or to just look back on this and to see the growth. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm so passionate about journals and stuff like this, because it's like, you want to remember things, you want to look back on things, you want to have that in front of your face. You just do. You have to. You need to remind yourself. I watched my confidence videos this morning, and not to be like narcissistic, it wasn't like that. I know I made those videos for everyone and for myself because I need to be boosted up in my own confidence sometimes, because we have these days, like I told you this morning, I woke up, I was feeling weird, and like, so I turned on my video, like I was just like watching it, and I'm like, oh shoot, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, I had to help myself out. You know, I can look back and watch my depression video if I have to sometimes. Like, I watch other people's videos too, but like that helped me. That was a source of journaling, you know what I mean? But I do have a list of books here that I do want to share with you that have helped me. So the first one that I ever read, okay, it's called The Confident Woman by Joyce Myers, and this is faith-based, but this was, it's to start today living boldly without fear. This is something that, like, I had always lived in fear. Fear was something that I worried all the time. I let it, like hinder me from growth. I let it hinder me from opportunities to just like branch out, to like, I can't even explain to you. Like, fear and worrying has been something that's in my life since I was a child, since I was little. You know, at the time I was living at home, and I kind of had this like environment of just not good environment, and not that anything necessarily bad is happening, but there was a lot of negativity, a lot of like things holding me down and not allowing me to grow. I had a lot of fear. What's crazy now is like each person in my we were all under one roof, so it was just like complicated. But every one of my family members now kind of has like these gifts, and they're all kind of living out their gifts and their talents, and they're growing, which is really cool to see happening. But, you know, at the time, it just was like a very negative environment. But I had fear, I had a lot of things going on. This book really inspired me, motivated me, gave me that strength and that faith that I needed to get to the next level of my life. And I did. I applied for a new job. I ended up saving money to move out, and I did. Like, it just amazing. Totally recommend that. I will link down below. Another book is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This is just kind of something if you want to become successful, and, you know, how to just get all those kind of like tips and stuff. So Dale Carnegie is very well known. Another thing, The Four Agreements. This is a Toltec wisdom book. Now this one, this is like, some of the stuff is like, woo, but you can take a lot of this and learn from it. Like, there's a lot of positive stuff in here. Like, especially the chapter, let's see, it's called Be Impeccable with Your Word. That was an amazing chapter, like so true. So I mean, like, you can read all these books, like some are faith-based, some are just like regular self-help books, and you take the positive out of them. You don't have to like judge the book, do you know what I mean? Because I did that at a point. And then lastly, my favorite book of all time, Believe You Can, The Power of a Positive Attitude by John Mason. I think I read this book multiple times in different parts of it. I gave it to my husband, well, fiance at the time. He read it. I gave it to my brothers as gifts. It's seriously one of the most powerful books besides like Bible and devotionals that I've ever read. And it's pretty much very short reading, and then a ton of like quotes relating. Quotes of famous people or successful people who have failed and then tried again and failed and tried again, and then they've succeeded, you know, like inspirational quotes, scriptures in here, like just such good words of wisdom and encouraging words that can help show you that you're not the only one feeling those feelings. Like, everyone has gone through it. So to get by, to get inspired for yourself, this is like number one on my list, and I'll put the link down below. You know, there's just so many ways to figure out what your purpose is, to figure out, you know, what your calling is, to figure out, to get motivated, to get, you know, like, there's just so many ways of doing that. And I think reading books is a huge one, watching documentaries, watching YouTube videos, you know, praying and seeking what it is that your purpose is, and what your gifts are, and what you're good at, and your passion. So I hope you got something out of this. I hope that this makes you guys want to do that, the same thing, and figure it out and create things. Whatever, we all have different paths, we all have different goals or careers that we want, and it doesn't matter what you want to do. The point is getting it done and getting to that point, and knowing who you are and being successful. And vision boards is just an awesome way for you to look at every single day and get inspired. So I hope you guys do that, and comment below what your dreams are, your goals are, what, you know, just your thoughts, anything you want to do. Like I told you, I loved reading that when I had my giveaway. That was like so special to me to read what you guys said. So share your thoughts and your advice, your tips, any videos, any books, anything you want. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.